battle. We're going to get into it. Y'all see me with the red windbreaker. DNAGMDW.com. Go get your windbreakers now. A lot of y'all ain't go to my site before. I don't know. Y'all probably still mad at me for clapping the machete. I don't know why. That was years ago. Go to my site. I know y'all like the windbreakers. You see this shit is fly. We got it in like 8 different colors. You know what I mean? Let me just get that shameless plug out here. All right, where do we start? Let's start with the most controversial battle of the night. Geechi Gotti versus True Foe. Right? It was 2-2 and went to the fan vote. Let me say this, right? I know how battle rap works. I've been around in battle rap with a successful career longer than a lot of battle rappers. Since 2009, we in 2022. Right? When you win, as much as Geechi Gotti has won. I won't say it's a robbery, but you now have to overwin. You see what you just said, Danger Zone? Edged it. And Geechi could contest to this. When you win so much, you have to overwin. I'm not drunk at all. I've been juicing. I haven't ate in the last 48 hours. I had any liquor. The battle was too close. Right? It's Floyd Mayweather shit. Floyd Mayweather, Michael Jordan. When a fight is too close for somebody that they feel like is supposed to dominate, they're going to edge that person. That's no slight to True Foe. True Foe did everything he was supposed to do. Amazing performance from him. It's the best I've seen him. I don't know what Nels was talking about when she said he got a lot of work to do. The only work he got to do, in my opinion, is get through his rounds clean. True Foe is dangerous. You know what I mean? And it was the type of battle I liked because they matched up well. They both talk about the same shit. They both familiar with gangs. They knew everything. You know what I mean? That was a great battle. I liked the back and forth. The only thing I can say in the sense of I don't think Geechi Gotti was robbed because I think it was a close battle. So a robbery only happens when somebody definitively wins. But in the position that Geechi Gotti is in right now in his career, you have to overwin. If you don't overwin in situations, the people want to see you lose now because you won so much. That's exactly, I mean, what the battle has turned into. When I'm saying close, all right, listen. A battle is close when somebody got a definitive round. You can't give True Foe the third round off the simple fact that he choked. So Geechi got the third. True Foe clearly got the second. Right? The first round, you have 3 people on stage saying Geechi Gotti got the first. I personally edged True Foe in the first, but I heard a lot of people have Geechi Gotti in the first. He went second. You know what I mean? He had a rebuttal and he had a solid round. So if you got a bunch of people saying that, you can't say it's not close. In my opinion, I had True Foe, but the overall consensus of it is, look at the narrative. People act like the way they think doesn't partay in a battle. I'll give you a prime example, right? If 2 people are in the runnings for champion of the year, and then the champion of the year panel does not sit down and get the champion of the year the last year until another battle takes place with the person that's 1 and 2, they're going into that battle with what just happened between the people that's 1 and 2. Even if they say this year don't count, we only going off last year. So the whole narrative before Geechi jumped in the tournament was, yo, man, I don't want to see Rum Nitty and Geechi here again. I don't want to see them in the finals. I don't want to see them. So you know what that means? That means everybody's expectations is like, if this nigga doesn't dominate, overkill, and go crazy, he's going to lose. That's just the fact of what it was. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes in battle rap. If you don't over-dominate and kill, when people are seeing you win so much, they're going to say you're going to lose because that's already in their mind, subconsciously. Niggas don't know about the subconscious. That's what I'm talking about. Aside from all of that, True Foe did exactly what he was supposed to do. He showed up. He was hungry. He was ready. He was dominating. He had lines. He didn't back down. He didn't look scared. He didn't look worried. He looked comfortable. He looked like a vet. He put his belt on the line. So it's nothing you could take away from True Foe. We're not leaving this blog with any slight to True Foe. He is what's the belt? The war dog. He is the war dog of the situation. Shout out to True Foe, dominate and win. He can walk away with a judge battle saying he beat, the 3-time champion of battle rap. So celebrate, but also know how Kobe Bryant said, the job is not done. Celebrate the night, get lit, have fun, get to that pen on Monday because you got shit happens And you see how Calico fuck with shit happens. So now you gotta overwin, true. You know what I mean? The underdog situation came, so you know what you gotta do. You feel me? Calico, he loves shit happens. So you know what I mean? You know what you gotta do, Trufo. You gotta get crazy. I be fucking with Cal's my guy, my Aries brother. But yeah, all right. I'm just covering the hottest topics. I'm gonna get through every battle. The next hottest topic is, at this point, Beasley said, "Rum, you are UM." Now I know I went on record. I said Fonz was the greatest puncher of all time. At this point, Beasley said, "Rum, you are UM." Listen, with me being a battle rapper, I tip my hat off when I hear the creativity and the lines that's just out of this world. Rum Nitty is one of one. That nigga is a one of one. You know what I mean? I'm giving him his flowers live with over 4,000 people in it. Rum Nitty is a one of one. At this point, Beasley said, "Rum, you are UM." It makes sense. He just won 100. It's so many things that I appreciate about lines like that. Why it's so crazy to me. It's not forced. It's not a reach. Everything goes. He just won a tournament for 100K. He's back in it. Everybody has him as the favorite. Rum Nitty is an alien, man. I'm gonna stand on what I said. Oh, don't get it twisted. I can't. And he called out Fonz, so I know I have some importance in this culture because when I talk, the people listen. So I can't wait. All Rum Nitty got to do is get past Swamp, and all Fonz got to do is get past Real Sick, and everybody gets to call my bluff. And I'm gonna be here live. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not gonna go into hiding just because he said, "Rum, you are UM." Now, I mean, it got me worried a bit. I got scared a little bit. I text Fonz about 6 or 7 times instead of 3. I hope you know what you're going against, but we still here. We not running. We not hiding. I stand on what I say to prove it wrong, but it did get me worried. That are you, Beasley, Rum, you are UM. He got me thinking. I'm a little worried. So I sent Fonz a courtesy text. We might have underestimated him. We didn't want to piss him off. Maybe I should have kept my feeling about being the greatest puncher to myself until after you got him. Because he's ticked off now. I see it in his eyes. They gave me 5-day notice. I can't wait till I get to the landlord. He's upset now. He's upset, and I said it a lot, and I titled the blog. And then when I went on his live, he acknowledged it. So Fonz, be careful. Shout out to Real Name Brandon. Real Name Brandon did very well. But Rum Nitty is just Rum Nitty, man. Rum Nitty is just Rum Nitty. I'll be honest with you, right? It's not being... We're not even going to get into that. You almost got me to talk about. We're not even going to get into that. Rum Nitty won. Salute. Real Sick versus Stumbles. Stumbles. I know it's your rounds, not mine. I know it's your rounds and not mine. But can I just say something to you, Stumbles? Please don't stumble. If Stumbles didn't stumble, we'll be having a different conversation right now. She had COVID, so she couldn't smell the body. Fuck a GoFundMe. We gonna send up a GoFundM? He was with the bass. I was playing the drum. He had so many quotables, man. I swear that's the best I ever seen Stumbles ever. Like, if Stumbles keep that up, it's future battles with Geechi Gotti. It's future battles with Easy the Block Captain. It's future battles with Trufo. Like, I'm just thinking about all the people that talk that same type of talk. That same type of talkage. You know what I mean? Kid Slade. It's all type of those Head Ice Shug. Like that Stumbles that we seen tonight, he was wildin'. He could battle Easy again. I ain't see it. Be 100 with y'all. He can battle him again. That shit he had tonight, crazy. Stumbles was bugging the fuck out tonight. Like, he definitely, like, and this is why I tell people, sometimes you don't get the 100 in the tournament, but you get the win. Stumbles won tonight because there's a bunch of people that never seen him that now watch them and they go and check for stumbles. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I just liked him talking shit. You know what I mean? Me and him had our back and forth. Of course, I didn't like when he was talking shit to me. He had me pissed off. I wasn't fucking with him. But I liked him talking shit, and I liked the my life, not yours. And when I was saucy, you know what I mean, I kept saying it. So, you know what I mean, I hoped it go platinum. But tonight, I became a fan of Stumbles as the rapper. That's what happened for me tonight. Tonight, Stumbles made me a fan as a rapper. He was getting busy. Like, he was wilding. Shout out to Stumbles. But Real Sick, man. Real Sick said it after his interview, and I said it on my live before that. Real Sick is a true student of the game. Real Sick been able to battle rap. Real Sick been able to rap very well. Real Sick is getting them intangibles, and it's getting scary. He's talking mid-round now. Why is he up here? He shouldn't be. People don't know how much all that shit counts. He's paying into the camera the right way, doing mid-round rebuttals, current events in the butt. He had the none line from yesterday. He's making jokes. He's showing personality. He's performing. He's getting dangerous. Like, Real Sick, like, a lot of people may say, oh, okay, you know what I mean? No, this was one of Real Sick's better performances to me. Because he had everything that people could have got the edge on him before. He just wound up being in a preference battle. This was, if Stumbles didn't choke, the judges would have had a tougher decision because it would have been preference. It's street versus lyricism. Not to take away from, I mean, Real Sick in the streets. I don't know none of that. I'm just saying what they rapping about, the content. It's street rap versus pure lyricism. So it would have been a preference battle. But that takes nothing away from the shit Real Sick was kicking, because the shit, like, all the extra shit counts. You talking mid-round makes it seem like you winning more than you winning. You just don't know how to do that. That's extra shit. So, Real Sick got all those intangibles, which is, you know what I mean? I feel like he needed to become that more of a dangerous battle. So, with that being said, you know what I mean? I'll take a little credit for it, Sick. But no, all joking aside, shout out to Real Sick, man. That was a great performance. Love what he did. Pastavia and Fonz. Fonz. You know what I mean? You got Real Sick next. It's a high chance you got Rum Nitty after that. No more what happened in the first round. I said you the greatest puncher of all time. We cannot have that happen in the first round again. That was spooky. I was on the ropes. I was willing to take bets. I put my money back and said, you know what? I'm not a gambler no more. Yep, no more. Know what I mean? You had me worried. You got it back, though. Pastavia first round was crazy. She had a lot of lines. She was going crazy. She was losing her mind that first round. Pastavia got the first. That move that Fonz did in the second was risky, but it was fire. The pass to Fonzel was insane. I love that. And this is one of the reasons why I said he's the greatest puncher. Whether y'all disagree with me or not, I feel like his character is different. He's willing to step out of the box of just being a puncher. He did something different. Something innovative and creative, an angle with punches, put on the whole uniform, Pastor Fonzel was a success. Can I get an amen? Amen. Pastor Fonzel was a success. Amen. Pastavia had some shit in her second, but I think she tried to rebuttal, and I think that cost her. You know what I mean? So she wound up stopping the second short. So now the same thing that happened to Fonz in round one happens to her in round two. Now we won one. And the third, I feel like Fonz just took off. Like, that might have been, in terms of landing and being in pocket and comfortability, that was Fonz's best round. So at that point, I feel like, you know what I mean, Fonz was coasting. I gave Fonz the third. Pastavia did very well. And I like what Surf said. Surf said Pastavia is a rookie. And that's what people forget. She's still learning. So when she figures out all these extra intangibles and shit that she's figuring out on her journey to become one of the best female battle rappers, remember where you heard it first. Before she was a gun title, I did the first interview with her and told y'all Pastavia is the future of female battle rap. Go to my YouTube. My IQ is, I see it before it happens. So I already know what her capability is. But she got a couple things to work on, couple chinks to fix with the delivery, and she's going to get there. You know what I mean? So this is not a loss. This is a learning experience. But I do want to comment on what Surf said about Pastavia got brothers. Fonz got brothers and he got sisters too. I mean, Surf, we did the, you know what I mean? We went 1-1 with the 2-on-2. I got the W in the 1-on-1. Like, I mean, it's just a phone call away. You got my number. You know, Midnight Madness is just around the corner from me. It's just a 1 hour and 40-minute flight to Atlanta or wherever y'all throwing it. You know what I mean? So I'm outside. You know what I mean? I like that type of talk. What else? What else happened? I covered Real Sick and Stumbles. I covered Fonz and Prestavia. I covered Geechi and True Foe. What happened? I covered Rum Nitty and Real Name Brand. Okay, Shotgun Suge and Swamp. I'm not gonna lie because I'm gonna get out of here. My recaps ain't gonna be that elaborate. Like I said, round 1, Suge messed up. You know what I mean? I was tight. You know what I mean? Because Suge is my boy, so I was a little worried for him. Swamp first round, I had Swamp round 1. Suge second round, Suge left Earth. Suge second round was vintage Shotgun Suge. Vintage Shotgun Suge in that second round. Shotgun Suge was on a roller coaster. This would be the biggest slam, like the Iverson cover, and did the you know what I mean, the slam dunk, which is a metaphor. So that was crazy to me. Shout out to Suge. Suge got the second and the third. I gave Suge the third. And niggas know I'm not a hater. I just showed Swamp love with Dot. That was the best Swamp I seen. But I feel like Swamp ended a little early. It wasn't potent. I had Suge 2-1. So if I feel like, yeah, I kind of had Suge 2-1, man. I mean, not the best that I seen from both of them, but they just came off of battles. We forgetting that. Suge just had Miss Miami. Swamp just had Dot. So, you know what I mean? They had to cram that in a short time. I know as a battle rapper, you can't put your 100 in all of them when it's that close. But, you know what I mean? I feel like it should have been 2-2. It was 2-2, and I feel like the fan vote should have been closer. But nonetheless, Swamp got it. I'm not mad at that. Shout out to all the winners today. True Foe, Swamp, Fonz, Rum Nitty, and Real Sick. And the stream was way better today. I feel like they took a while to start, but once they started, we got through the battles ASAP. It wasn't that long, so day 2, shit kind of worked out better with Ultimate Madness and Caffeine and Atlanta. They got it together. Second round, Seed Happens versus True Foe, JC versus Head Ice, Fonz versus Real Sick, Rum Nitty versus Swamp. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. For now, good night.